This is The Success Factor with your host, DeCarlo Eskridge, and we're going to be speaking with Lindell Warden, the student of the beloved Neville Goddard, and we're going to be talking about letting go, being still, and knowing that God is within you. This is part 5 of a 5-part series.
It is we who are steering. Are we awake? Are we have our eyes open? Then we'll know where we're going. But if we're in the dark, you see, anything can happen. You wind up in a ditch. And that blind leading the blind. Oh, wow. I hear enough of that all the time. I mean, it's being bombarded by it from the without. But do you realize what they're doing? See, if you understand what they're doing, then you understand what you're doing. That's the two agreeing. If any two shall agree upon something here on earth, it shall be. It's the whole idea.
Even if the agreement is error.
Oh, well, yes, that's right. Even if they're agreeing on an error, right.
Yeah.
See, to God, all things are lovely and of good report. All things. Attitudes. It's our attitudes that color the whole of it all. If we have the right attitudes, if we take the right conversations, if we have the right things to say, and we're watchful of our own thinking, feeling process, because subconscious mind was given to make your world according to your model, not to judge it. Subconscious mind will never judge you or what you think or what you feel, not judge you, but it will produce it. You're always producing what you're thinking. Attitudes. It's all it is attitudes. Not where you got them, not how you came by them, but why haven't you got rid of them? If they're not serving you, why are you dragging them around? Because that's really what you're doing. You're dragging it around. If it's not serving you, get rid of it. Let it go. Have something different to think about. You can only think of one thought at a time. Maybe just a millionth of a second between thoughts. But there is a break. So you'll always have an opportunity to change your mind, change your world. And the first does the second.
It's some powerful stuff. It's just really powerful.
They really choke that down. They'll really enjoy it.
I'm just sitting there thinking of the depth in the simplicity, because of course that's not what we're being told. And even as I look at different organizations and religious organizations and so forth, most of them keep us looking outward.
That's it.
For salvation. Whatever that salvation is, whatever that thing that we're seeking to manifest in our lives and so forth. And so to hear something like this, first of all, it sounds like fantasy, because most of us would think to ourselves, it just can't be that simple. Yeah. The other thing is we become scared. And I say that saying that, you mean,
yes,
I'm responsible for all of this?
That's it.
Personal responsibility that's that boogeyman that most people try to flee from. And like you said, that most people will give their right of thought away to others before taking on the responsibility and ownership, saying, it's my choosing this day.
That's it. That's absolutely it.
Yeah.
It's that simple. If you keep it that simple, you'd remember it. And if you remember it, then you might even do it. And do a thing. That's how you get the power. It's only when you start doing the power starts flowing. But remember, it stops when you stop. When your attention is taken away from it, it goes away too. It's what you're thinking. What has your attention has your life. What are you giving your attention to? What are you giving your life to when you're not really aware of what you're thinking? Just, you want salvation, there it is. It's right at hand. He told you it was right at hand. All the help you need is nearer than hands and feet. Where do you need to go? The hands and feet are connected to you, aren't they? Well, then where do you need to go? I'm there. I'm with you always. Just turn to me, I'll turn to you. It's that really that simple. Of course, it's complicated by man because it's profitable. They complicate everything.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We do by nature.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And this thing that we're talking about, this choosing, is a moment by moment. It's not like, okay, I chose 5 minutes ago, I'm done.
A moment, right. That's what it is. Yes, you're right. No. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I just have to ignore that. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. And what you said is absolutely right. Where else could you go? You know, if you were standing at the railroad station and the train was going by and you saw yourself in the reflection of every window as it went by, still you. Still you. You're still there. You're experiencing the moment of what? Is it lovely and a good report? Yeah. If it's not, yeah. You mean it, choose. You're always told that see, some people think that they're stuck with an idea and they can't lose it. But think of this, or they can't change their mind. But yet, they can complain and complain and complain about the things that they don't want. And yet, they always have them.
And it's primarily because we're continuously rethinking.
That's it.
Or re-choosing, as it were.
That's it. Choose this day. If you choose different this day, you'd see it different. You'd feel it different. Subconscious would be obligated to change it immediately.
So
or according to your belief,
So the person that really, right now in their whole life, they've been, let's say, operating out of a place of lack.
That's right. That's right.
They hear this program, they hear this conversation that we're having, and they make a choice. Now, they can't make the choice once, and that's the key. But that choice becomes a mindset of, let's say, abundance.
Yes. Yes.
Abundance must manifest.
That's right.
If they're thinking, doing, being, acting, choosing daily, it's just a matter of time before abundance manifests itself.
That's it. Are you aware of the abundance? Are you aware of the lack? Are you aware of the abundance? Because it's what you're aware of is what you're going to receive. So, yes, what do you have to do? You're told, dream the dream. Dream it. Dream it. Be in it. Over and over and over until it becomes natural feeling. And when it becomes a natural feeling, it'll be experienced in your world. As you're impressed, you express. That's it. You have to impress yourself. You can be easily impressed enough by those around you. Why can't you impress yourself? Why can't you program yourself? You're given to do so. You can control and input in your computer. Why can't you do it in your mind? I mean, it works the same way. Everything works that way.
Yeah.
See, and all you have to do is tune into it, and then you take that ride. But you have to be the one to tune in. You have to be the one to show up. You have to be the one to know what you're asking. Ask, believing, is receiving. And you believe it because you practice being it. And as you practice being it, you become it. That. I am that. You have to claim it. And all I have is yours. It's an inheritance. And you have to claim your inheritance, don't you?
You do?
Yeah. So there you are. If you're not claiming it, you don't get it. Attitude.
Attitude awareness.
That's it. That's it. Just be aware of what you're allowing yourself to think about. It's that simple. I couldn't make it any simpler than that. What you think about. That's it. That's what you're doing. That's what you're being. That's what you're having. So if you can't control it, well, then you suffer it. But you're given control. But you have to take control. I know it's repeated over and over and over, but that's exactly.
No, it's beneficial because it's going to be one of those times that somebody's going to hear it.
That's it.
And that's when they're going to get their eureka moment or their aha.
Got it. That's right. That's right.
Got it.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I look forward to our next conversation. We've been a little bit over an hour now, so
we have, really?
We have. So I want to be sensitive of your time, and like I said, just keep doing it. Let's just keep doing it. And like I said, because you don't know the one that's going to speak to that person, the first one, the second one, the third one, whatever.
But remember this: I'm here as just a witness. Not an example. I'm sure that's your statement too.
Correct. And
understand, we went through what they're going through. Maybe not exactly, but
certainly.
Yeah, it'll equalize itself out. But we had to go through it too. We had to suffer it too. But you have to change your mind if you want to change your world. Listen often. It's the idea. Listen often.
Well, brother, it's been a pleasure. And
yes, it has. Yes, it has. And you know something? I got to hear it again, too. Talk to you later.
Take care, brother.
Remember this, creators, that only you can create your perfect world. Not God or man. Only you can create your perfect world. Until we speak next week, have a blessed and abundant week. This is The Success Factor with your host, DeCarlo Eskridge.